Hello from Paul's 3D Prints. Today we're going to be looking into making up of the Paul's 3D Prints LL or LF sheet wagon. What we're looking to produce here is a nice sheet wagon, and later versions I'll show you how to put the sheep in as well. For this we're going to need the LL sheet wagon kit. You can now also get our kits with Australian distributor bogies, which I quite like the bar frame bogies for this kit. I'm going to use some cutters, a knife, a nice little handheld drill, screwdriver, some KDs and screws, and when painting I'll look at the rust guard, quick dry all-purpose red oxide from Bunnings as the paint colour, and I like the Loctite gel grip glue from Bunnings as well. When looking at the kit, it comes with the following parts. We have the LL roof, the base, two side walls, and two ends, which you'll see one we can attach additional brake fittings. So to put this kit together is a relatively simple task. First off, we clean up the parts. I take off the little flashing and then just go around the parts with the knife and clean up what we need as such. So you just clean up the parts. As such. I'll now do the other part as well. And this part too. Now this little bit of edging around here is what's called a brim on a 3D print. It helps the model stick to the print bed while being printed. And these little parts are actually designed and printed to work on a special printer with a 0.2mm nozzle, which is very fine and still flexible. Now once you've got two of these done, what you're looking to do is actually make an L shape. So put them together like such, with this touching the inside of the length. So to do that, a couple of drops of glue, put that on there, hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. This glue goes off very quickly, and we make a little L shape. While that's gluing, I then work on the second half. And I now make another L shape. And you can see I'm actually making the exact same configuration as the first. Hold for 10 seconds. And as you can see, I've made two L shapes. Let them sit for a moment. Come to the base, once again, just a little bit of cleaning up on the edges. Nothing too much to do. And a little bit on the end. Fairly easy cleanup. Now, with the roof, for this to be printed to avoid the layer lines, I actually printed on its end. So you'll find you'll have support on one end that you need to clean off. You can get a sanding block to get a finer finish, but for here, I'm just doing a nice little job. So with those done, I can now come back to here, add a little bit of glue, to the two sides, and glue this unit. Glue the walls together to form a box. Like so. holding for a few seconds for the glue to set. And there we go. At this point here you can have a test fit of the floor to make sure it will fit, and it is quite snug. You may need to clean the floor up a little bit more just to fit in at the end. Once you've got that done and you're happy with the box, you now attach the lid. It just sits on. So a little bit of glue on the ends. I do a little bit of glue in the middle. A little bit more glue on this end. And the roof goes on. Once again, hold for a few seconds. Almost there. There you have the base sheet wagon kit. I'll let that dry for a moment. Now with these bases, I like just to drill out the hole. They've got about a 1.5mm drill bit here. Now with 3D printing, with this, when you're putting screws into the 3D print, please note this will cut a thread. So what will happen is as you put the screw in, you'll actually notice that I'm putting the screw in before I even touch the bogey. You'll see why in a second. Unscrew. And what's happened is a little bit of plastic has come out of the hole. You need to clean this up to get a smooth run. Do this for both ends. Like such. This will give you a clean mount for your bogies. Now, for your KDs, mounting your couplers, I'll get to that in a second. Clean that up. Nice and careful, don't want to cut yourself. Now, with mounting your KDs, I have a preference of using number 148s, the whisker couplers with self-centering whiskers, nice and easy. Put them on there and screw them on. However, if your screw comes too far through, that will affect when you do your sheep inserts if you wish to put sheep inside, such as this. So for that reason, I know most people say you should screw them. I sometimes use a little dollop of glue. Anyway, let's have a look. Well, that's glued nicely. If I try and put the base in now, just fits in. Beautiful. So with the bogies, simple little task. Now that we've pre-put our screw through the hole, we're screwing on the KD, screwing on the bogie. And make sure you back it off enough to have enough movement. And the same at the other end. See, I'm now screwing the bogie on. That's too tight, back it off. Nice little bit of solid play, turn, a little bit too much. That's a look and feel, you'll get used to that as you go. And now with that, the base can be just gently put in place. Now I have to use the KDs to align this later on, but for now I'm just getting this test fit. It fits in there nice and snug. I'm not going to glue this in because I will remove it for painting and for adding sheep later, and I'll use the KDs to sit through these little holes which you may need to slightly enlarge for it to fit for the KDs to actually get the right alignment. But there is the LL sheep wagon ready for painting. Please remember to remove the bogies before painting so you don't get paint on these. And there it is. A nice little simple LL wagon. Anyway, thank you. And don't forget to check out my videos coming up of future model builds. Also, don't forget to check out Will James's videos, especially his Mole Railway News, where I will give updates on new models coming out as they are released. See you next time.